What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about Google's Keyword Planner, what it is and how we can use it to find keywords to drive free organic traffic to our website. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so basically I'm going to show you how to get into Keyword Planner. What Keyword Planner is it is part of the tool set that comes in Google Ads. And basically you can search for specific keywords or you can get keyword ideas. And basically it's just within Google Ads platform. So the first thing you want to do is search for Keyword Planner, or you can go to the Google Ads homepage, whatever you want to do. You're going to just search that in Google. It's usually the top link, but the page will, I guess I'll click it really fast. The page is going to look like this, so Google Ads, and then you're going to want to sign in because you're going to need a Gmail account for this. So once you sign in, you're going to hit a screen like this. So you get right into the Google AdWords it wants you to create your first campaign right off the bat. Now this throws a lot of people off because they think that they have to spend money. They think that they have to create an ad in order to get in Google AdWords and to use Google Ads, but that's not true. So what you're going to do here is you can fill this out to whatever you want. I don't know if $5 is minimum, but it doesn't matter. Fill this out to the best of your ability just to get through it. You're going to save and continue. You will have to, as you can see at the top here, you kind of have to just make up a campaign. You can type in whatever you want. It's not going to matter. Then you go to payment. You are going to have to submit a payment method, but you're not going to be charged any amount of money. As soon as you get through these first 3 steps of kind of just creating a test campaign, you're going to basically save and continue all the way, and it's going to take you to the Google Ads overview dashboard page. So that's going to look like this. Now, it's important that as soon as you get in here, you go to campaigns and you find that campaign that you just made as you were getting it set up. So for me, I just named it campaign 1, or that was automatic. You want to go under the left side over here, and for you it'll be still active, and you're going to want to pause. So you can basically just make sure that the campaign that you've created listed under campaigns is paused so that you're not going to spend any money. It's not going to spend any money before you're able to get into the dashboard and pause it. So now that you're in the dashboard, you've paused your campaign, so you're not spending any money. You're just in the Google Ads platform. You're able to kind of just mess around with the tools and look at Google Ads without worrying about having an ad actually running and spending money. Okay guys, so now from the home screen, from Google Ads, from the dashboard, you're going to go up to the top right navigation and you're going to click on Tools, and then all the way under the left column, you're going to see Keyword Planner under the Planning column. You're going to click Keyword Planner. Now we have 2 options. We can click Find New Keywords or Get Search Volume and Forecast. For this part of the video, we're going to click Find New Keywords. Now, when you click Find New Keywords, I did a little practice run earlier. You can either enter a word, you can enter a phrase, or you can enter a URL. So for this instance, let's just say we want to enter a word to start so we can see what kind of results we get. So let's just say we're going to start a business selling sneakers. So let's just type in sneakers. We'll just type in sneakers and see what comes up. So when you click sneakers, and you can type up to 10 keywords here and search them at the same time, but we're just gonna do one for right now. You're gonna click Get Started, and then we're gonna see what comes up when you type sneakers. So as we can see, it's automatically gonna be sorted by relevance based on keyword. So whatever you typed in up here is gonna be the first to show, but you can sort the columns however you want as you move along. But so sneakers is the first thing that we searched. You can see the average monthly searches is between 100,000 and 1 million. So that is between 100,000 and 1 million searches every single month. Search for the keyword sneakers. You can see that under the competition is high. That means if you were to try to rank for this keyword, it would be difficult for you to rank for. And then under these 2 columns, we have the top of page bid low range and the top of page bid high range. So if you were going to run an ad, this tells you basically the range that you could expect to pay in order to get your ad to show for sneakers. So as we kind of move down, we can see what other things are, what other information that we can get from a keyword search. So we have sneakers, we have women's sneakers, white sneakers, sneaker shoes, and we can search and we can look at this information in a couple different ways. This is by relevance. I like to click through some of these columns. So if we search by average monthly searches, just to see what's searched the most. So we have, so Nike is, so the cool thing about searching for sneakers is now we're going to get a bunch of keywords, and this is going to help us get keyword ideas. So that's a big thing of why we would use Keyword Planner. So obviously Nike is a big keyword that's ranked for sneakers. Shoes, running shoes, Jordan shoes. So for sneakers in something this competitive, you're probably not going to find a lot of keywords that you're going to be able to easily rank for, but it doesn't mean it's impossible. So we scroll down, we can see one that's medium. So shoes for men, shoe stores is medium, between 100,000 and a million for competition. Here's a cool one though. So sneaker news. So the keyword sneaker news is searched up to 1 million times per month, and the competition is actually pretty low. So what that's saying is that if you were to maybe create a sneaker news blog, or just create content or products around that sneaker news keyword, that you might be able to get some of your pages to rank. So that's pretty cool. So I like to kind of see what the highest searches are and see if there's any keywords up there that's getting a lot of traffic that I might be able to rank for with competition. Now I also like to sort the competition from low to high, so that I can also kind of get the same scope from a different angle. So what I'm going to look for now is how many low competition keywords are there that I can either make content or a product about. So as we can see, sneaker news we already saw. Sneaker freaker, I don't know what that even means, but sneakerhead is low, so that's actually pretty surprising. Sneakerhead is a low competition. So one thing I could think of is maybe you create a blog about being a sneakerhead, or you interview a sneakerhead for a blog, or you create as you create a product for a sneaker, you make in the SEO. So for like the title of the page and the title of the product, you make like a must-have for sneakerhead shoe or something like that. So you use that keyword sneakerhead in your metadata and your product descriptions within Shopify. And then last is Nike. It's funny that it says low competition. Usually you'll see sometimes brands like this or just really general keywords have low competition. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be easy to rank for Nike, and it's not something that I would recommend you do. So just make sure that you're thinking about the keywords you're looking at, and make sure that what you're seeing makes sense to you. And then lastly, these columns over here, although we're not running ads, if you look at top of basically the bidding range for the product, so if you sort the high range, what this is going to tell you is that the keyword that has a really high range to pay to bid on that is going to be making whoever is bidding on that a lot of money, because people aren't going to be running up the bid on a keyword that's not converting and making them sales. So that means to me, if you can find something that people are bidding a good amount for, but not necessarily has a lot of high competition, then you can try to make content around that so that you can organically rank, and you know that the people that are searching that keyword are going to convert higher. So it's just good to know what keywords are driving a lot of revenue for brands, because not only does it help you create content and products around for organic search, but if you want to move forward and create Google ads based on these keywords, then you probably won't necessarily want to create around the highest bidding range, but you know what keywords are working for other brands that might have a bigger budget. So there's just a lot of really great information that you can take just from using one keyword. There's so much information that you can take from this. It's a little bit hot. It's a little bit of information overload, but if you really just take your time to click through this and understand the keywords and the content that you're creating, it's really, really powerful, and you can create content with a purpose and products with keywords that you know are going to drive traffic and visitors to your site. And then just a couple more things that you can do here. So as we said, you can search for keywords, you can search for phrases. So you could do sneakers for guys and just as a phrase, and then it'll give you some keywords that are around that phrases, so you get a little bit more of longer tail keywords, and usually you can find some things that are a little bit lower in competition. Let's see if we can prove that. A little bit slow, so we want to search low to high. So as you can see now, when we type in a longer keyword, so sneakers for guys, we're getting a lot more searches and keyword ideas that are low competition. So obviously they're also lower monthly searches, but I like to look, so sneakers, kind of just like an acronym, has 10 to 100,000 low competition. So you can kind of find these outliers that have, up to 1,000, 10,000 searches that are low competition just by extending the phrase that you're searching for. So this is really where you'll find the gold, where you're searching for longer term keywords and you sift through the data and you find those low competition but medium to high monthly searches. Because even if you're only going to rank for, say, something that's getting 1,000 searches, if you can get on that first page and get a few hundred of those visitors, that's free traffic that you're getting that you're not having to pay for. So yeah, this is just really, really helpful. And then the last thing that you can do is search for a specific URL. So we'll stick to the sneakers and the Nike thing. So we'll just search Nike.com. I'm sure there's a ton of stuff that's going to come up for this, but so searching Nike.com, this just tells me basically the keywords that Google recommends based on that URL. So I'll search by relevance just so we can see what pops up. But so Nike Air Maxes, Nike SB Check. So these are like the most relevant keywords to Nike. And then you can see what people are searching for most about Nike. So Air Force Ones, Nike Air Maxes again. So this is a useful tool for using on your competition. So if you have a direct competitor, you can type their URL in and then kind of get an idea of what kind of keywords they're ranking for. Because if Google Planner is recommending a keyword based on a site URL, then chances are that they are already ranking pretty high for that keyword. So what your competition is ranking for. So just a good competition tool and a great way to find keywords that are already kind of in the industry and your direct competitors are using. Okay guys, so the last thing about this part of the keyword planner tool is don't be afraid to use these filters down here. So you can filter based on if you only want to find low competition, certain keyword text. So if you wanted keyword text to contain the word buy or something along those ranges, don't be afraid to play with these filters. I'm just trying to show you the basics of how to use this and what you can do with it. And then also don't be afraid to click download keyword ideas. Get the whole list downward into Excel, and if you're decent at Excel, you can play around with that, kind of save the keywords for later, whatever you think that would be kind of cool. You can organize it a little bit better outside of the keyword planner. Okay, so now we're going to go back to planning, keyword planner, and we're just going to take a quick look at this other part of the keyword planner, which is get search volume and forecast. So we're going to stick with sneaker. I'm going to throw in a couple more keywords. So we'll go sneaker, sneakerhead, and we'll go Nike sneakers, if I could spell. Okay, so we have sneakers, sneakerhead, and Nike sneakers all as keywords, and we're going to click get started. Okay, so now what we see here, we're seeing if we were to use these three keywords in an ad group, this is kind of what the campaign could look like up here. So it gives us an overview. So it's telling me that if I were to run an ad with these three keywords, my plan could get 33,000 clicks for $41,000 and a $3 max cost per click. So it's basically telling you what your maximum could be if you were to run a campaign, a Google Ads campaign, using those keywords and targeting them. So it's just really interesting to see because you can really get an idea of what they're predicting. The actual impressions, so impressions is going to tell you the more specific amount of people that are searching it. So if you can say sneaker is getting 236,000 impressions, that's basically like if you were on the other keyword planner that we were looking at, where we would get a range between say 100,000 and a million. Now we're looking at a little bit closer and it's saying we could actually get 236,000. So much more exact and much more closer to what the actual number is without that really big range. So that's one way. That's one thing that you can get out of using this part of the keyword planner. And then the other part is, even if you're not going to run an ad, it's still nice to know, your cost per click and what Google Ads is telling you, you could get for dollar spent. So it's nice to know, just kind of throwing some keywords together, knowing that side of the business as well. Even if you're just looking for keyword ideas, it's still good to know, the money side of the ads that go along with those keywords. Because if you're not running ads with them, chances are your competitors are running ads with them. And as you kind of get more familiar with your numbers and knowing what you can afford for cost per acquisition to acquire customers, then you'll know if you can go back and revisit Google Ads and actually make ads to target some of these keywords. So just another way to do keyword research and get an idea of what kind of keywords you can include in content and products. Okay, so I know there's a lot more things that you can do inside the Google Ads platform. There's a lot more things and cool tips and tricks you can do within the keyword planner. I'll try to kind of get my top, tips and tricks for the keyword planner itself and put that in another video, but hopefully this was enough of an introductory of how you can get into keyword planner and start using it and playing with it completely for free. You don't need to create an ad. You don't have to spend any money. Just get in there and start playing around with keywords, because if you're creating content and products, you should know exactly what you want to target so that you're aware of the amount of traffic that you're trying to get to come to your site and the competition that revolves around that. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you have an idea of how to use Google Keyword Planner. You can get keyword ideas, you can try to rank for these keywords and get organic traffic to your websites, get your Shopify store some visitors. If this video was of any help for you, if you could drop a like, subscribe to the channel, let me know what you guys want to see in the next videos, and I'll catch you in the next one.